Hey everyone, Cadian Sergeant still here, and today I want to talk to you about the new Cadian Shock Troops upgrade sprue, but in comparison to what we had available in the past and currently still. So here's the new box, and what I want to do is look over the new bits that come in here, particularly the one sprue that's upgraded this classic kit here, but also I want to do a bit of comparison in relation to existing kits and past kits, and to show where this maybe stands in terms of bits and pieces and building out your Cadian or Astra Militarum army. Just do a general comparison of what was and what is currently. So let's dive into it, and let's start out by looking at the new sprue. New sprue. All right. So here's what we got. This, we've all seen it online already, but we have a multitude of new head options. Equal number of helmeted versus non-helmeted heads. And some of these are really fantastic. And I want to get back to the heads in a moment. We also have all of the special weapon options aside from the things that already came in the kit, such as flamers, grenade launchers. Well, I guess that's really it for the basic kit. So besides the flamer grenade launchers, we now finally get the plasma gun, the melta-gun, the bolt gun, the plasma pistol, right? The power sword, your sniper rifle, your bolt pistol, all for your troops and sergeant. And these bits vary from the ones that come in the command squad kit. So these are different in terms of their casting. As well, we get some other great little pieces that you'll be able to play around with too. The arms for the plasma gun, melta gun, and sniper rifle are different. They have different positions. What I want to talk about is the supporting arms here that connect to them. So those are completely different casts as well. There's also this wonderful little sergeant arm with the pointy finger, and if you haven't seen it yet, this is a robotic hand. This is a prosthetic hand that the sergeant has, which is really cool. So we can see lots of weapon options, and this is not something that was in the kit before. If we look at the old sprue, that's it. Flamer, grenade launcher, las guns, and then the sergeant just had his las pistol and chainsword option. So if you wanted anything else, you'd have to kit bash it. The only other neat bit that came with it was just a las gun outside of anybody's hands, which is wonderful for some cool kit ideas or creating a bit of a diorama. So that was available too. So that's all that came in the original kit. So now we have all of your options. Now, how does this compare to, well, let's say the old command squad box, right? So here's our command squad that's still currently available, and it's got some wonderful bits in it. But let's do a quick comparison. So here we get the sniper rifle, but it only came with a cloak. So you kind of only had one build option unless you wanted to cut and green stuff and kit bash. You get a heavy flamer, which is great for your veterans or your command squad. You get the regimental standards or platoon or company standards. And then finally you actually got your special weapons here. So we have a melta, plasma. We have a grenade launcher and a flamer. So what we can see now in terms of like access to weapons, you pretty much, except for the heavy flamer, you have access to everything that comes in the command squad kit. Power sword, chain sword, las pistols. We quite don't have the variety maybe, and you don't get the commander bits. Like there's special torsos here for the commanders, and there's pointy fingers and the command rod and so forth. Medic as well. Actually, I noticed one bit that we're not getting otherwise. Let me double check. Oh yeah, the power fist. So the power fist is an option that's still only available in the command kit. There's also still some wonderful bits in here. I love that we still get a slinged las gun. We get the slinged arm. We get a helmet in the hand, binoculars, right? All the medic bits. You also get the dress coat bottom for your commander. But other than that, we still get a bolt pistol, we still get a plasma pistol, right? All the other pieces. And there's some fantastic heads in here too. This is one of my favorites. This guy with a kind of high and tight mohawk, almost like look, and grizzled face, a little bit of scar over his eye. Got a yelling face for the medic. Usually, we got a patched eye, visor with a patrol cap, another scarred face. Some really good bits. Oh, there's the medic with his yelling face. So some wonderful bits in here, but here's a couple of things that I want to point out. These older special weapons that are on here have sculpted shoulder pads. So the pauldrons on here are sculpted in such a way that they have these permanent symbols etched into them, which you can easily with a scraper just take those off. But that's been characteristic of the past kits where they had these existing special weapons symbols etched into them. However, with the new kit, you'll just get a plain, smooth shoulder pad. As well, it seems to be that the new special weapons are slightly higher definition in their casting and are a little bit better quality. And so what you can do is kind of get down and compare the coils on the plasma gun and some of the recessed details, and same with the melted gun. These are definitely some really high quality bits here. And without the sculpt on the shoulder pads, I believe that gives you a little more flexibility, especially for newer players, to decorate those pauldrons the way they want to. So we can see that I believe this is definitely higher quality in its pieces. You get some more flexibility because of sniper rifle and so forth, along with the additional arms. And this is the first time we're also getting the bolt gun outside of the Cadian kit. This is really awesome. I'm super excited about that. So it doesn't replace the command squad, but it does give you an option to get the special weapons without buying the command squad kit, which is really, really wonderful, because a command squad this kit runs you about $36 US, right? It only comes with, you can only make 5 models out of it, torsos and legs and so forth. But with the new kit, with the Cadian squad kit, you can build up to 10 models for, I believe it's $44 US currently, or close to that. So for just, $9 extra or $8 extra, you can double the number of models you get out of this and still get the same number of special weapons and most of the same bits generally. So it's really going to make the command squad truly a special buy now, I believe. You're only going to... It used to be when building your Astra Militarum army, if you wanted special weapons and so forth, you really had to get several of these $36 kits. Well, you were already going to build 30, 60, 120 infantry models. So now all you got to do is actually just buy the new troop kit and you'll have all the bits you need. Now, so I want to do a comparison to some things that are no longer available. And here's why we used to be stuck with buying the command squad kit, and why I'm excited about the new Cadian Shock Troops kit with the extra sprue, is that this is what we used to get. Or these guys. So it used to be you could either buy a special weapons squad from Forge World, which they came with these respirators and these backpacks. And then I just wanted to show you these before I built and painted them so you could see them. So, your special weapons came already pre-sculpted. You always had to do a little bit of heat work to bend the hoses and stuff so you get them on their legs. But these were really great kits back in the day. I love these. I have several. This is actually my last one. So when I build and paint this, I have no more left, and thank you for a fan who did send this one to me, so I had one more to build and paint. It really has made my year. So this was how we used to get a lot of our special weapons. This is a really good affordable option too. If you want to build special weapons squad, I think these were somewhere around like $36 US, and you get you get 6 torsos. That's actually all you get out of it. Well, maybe there was only $24. Okay, I forget the price. Don't hold me to it. Listen, it wasn't too bad. So maybe $20-something, and you get 6 torsos, so you'd still have to buy either like a command squad, but actually wouldn't be enough legs, or you'd have to buy the infantry kit, then use the legs from the infantry kit in order to build these models. Like you can see here, I got the last gun and the legs and everything from your kit, as well as all your other bits, your pouches and so forth. This only came with torsos. So, right, you still had to spend a lot of money on other kits in order to put all this together. Now, another thing they used to have, although this doesn't really address your special weapons, Forge World used to make a Cadian infantry upgrade pack, and this is one of those. This is my last one that's unopened. And so today, I'm actually going to open this to show you all. So, bear with me here. Oh, okay, hold on. This hurts a little bit. It's my last one. It's unopened, but I want to open it to show you all what this kit was and why the new Sprue matters, or maybe falls short, or maybe meets our needs. So let's open it up. Okay, so looking at this kit and what I had available, you got 10 heads out of it. Some pretty amazing sculpts on the faces. Got an empty helmet, a little special pouch, 10 backpacks, wonderful detail, and you all have seen these on my Instagram and on my battle reports. You got pouches and knives and grenades. You got bits. So here we have things like plasma and last pistol, binoculars, special pouches, demo charge, a power sword. You got a sheath, and then an in-hand demo charge here. And then you also got these pieces here, which you have las gun, power packs. You got a armed, kind of held in the arm las gun here. They're just kind of holding it up. And then you have a slinged arm, and also kind of a sergeant or commander torso here with cool looking gloves, and he's pulling a pistol out of a holster there, and it's got a little bit of a sculpted shoulder pad with the Aquila on it. So this was one of the kits you used to be able to buy. They were well priced, especially for the quality level, and came with some really wonderful bits inside of them. I really loved the faces that were in it. We got folks that were kind of, we got a commander, we got some monocular eyes, we got a robotic eye, yelling, visors, and so forth. So really wonderful kit you used to be able to get. Now, there was another kit that's out of production, which was the Veterans Shotgun Upgrade Kit. Now, I don't have one unpainted, but I got a couple bits from it, so I just want to show those real quick. It's going to be hard to see these, but you can see here's one of the faces. This guy's got bandages over his face, he's yelling, and so forth. And then there's this one that has the goggles, and he's got kind of a stoic face there. A lot of good detail in this casting. You can see all the little flaps and so forth, and straps for his helmet. They came out really well. So these used to be bits that came in the shotgun upgrade kit, which is also no longer available. So there were several of these for Forge World, right? We had the Special Weapon Squad, the upgrade pack, and then the shotgun pack too. Oh, I forgot to mention, there also used to be a pack for the Cadian Infantry upgrade pack that was all harsh environment suits, or all harsh environment masks, aside from the special weapons teams. So you used to be able to get all these heads, but with environmental masks on, which were really cool too. Unfortunately, all of mine are painted up, so I don't have any here to show you, like on the sprue, or on the cast at least. But that used to be something that was also available, which is almost being made available again with this new upgrade sprue. But not quite. We don't get quite enough harsh environment masks. Really, you just get two. One with a helmet and one without a helmet. Yeah, that's it. So, not a whole lot of them. So, it's not really a replacement for that kit either, but at least it gives you the option to maybe create some cool special weapons infantrymen. Or if you maybe get a bunch of these off a bits trading site or off eBay, you could make your own harsh environment crew. So those are all gone, but let's get back. Let's see how this compares to our new Sprue. And this is what I'm starting to get really excited about. So let's start with faces, right? We can see we have several faces with goggles again. So these were always part of the Astra Militarum kit. And we can even see goggles with a hazardous environment mask, just goggles up on the top of the head, goggles over the eyes. We can see bandaged faces. We have a multitude now. We have this one here who appears to be female. We have a mohawk face. We have, there's several other bandaged faces here. Sorry, it takes me a moment to see them with the lighting. Here's one just with a kind of a bandana wrapped around the head. So it's really neat that they're kind of bringing back the wounded face and the goggles and so forth. And we even get that with the helmeted pieces. See, we get goggles underneath the helmet. We get goggles, harsh environment mask, hazardous environment mask with a helmet, and so forth. So it's not that these are new things. It's that they're finally replacing bits also that we've lost. This is really wonderful. So for folks who have, especially who had some of these old, Forge World pieces and wanted to continue building their army with this kind of style, it's pretty much available again. Little difference on the detail. Like here, let me show you one real quick. So let's compare the hazardous environment mask with goggles. Oh, this is kind of hard to see with the way I've modeled him. But, okay. So here's a hazardous environment mask. Oh, shoot. Let's just go with one of the plasma ones. Here we go. Hazardous environment mask, okay? So we can see the slots in the front are horizontal. Very small. The metallic pieces on the end, the caps that the air would come in and out of, and so forth, are very small, and the visors are small as well. In the new one, we get the larger goggles, which are available in other kits, but not necessarily with the harsh environment mask. And the mask is much bigger now. The slots also are vertical rather than horizontal. So there are some slight aesthetic differences. But generally, I think it's going to work out. As well, the detail level is equivalent to those Forge World casts, which Forge World was known for that, creating those high-quality detailed pieces. So we get that again, which is really exciting. As well, there's some additional character in these. We can see the camouflaged helmet here. We got this guy. He's got like a cloth around his helmet, like a camouflage cloth, which could be really cool. You could paint that a different color. It's fabric. He's got wrapped around it. We get the goggles. We have one with kind of a radio receiver and with an eye patch, right? We got this grizzled guy. He's got the playing cards on his helmet. We got the guy with the mechanical eye, opposite side of the Forge World kit. And he's got a little bit of facial hair going on there, too. And we got some others with facial hair or other types of features on these as well. We also get the patrol caps back that were also already available in the Command Squad kit and the regular kit. But we get those back and in higher quality casts again. So overall, how I'm feeling about this is I feel like this upgrade sprue really does begin to replace all these other kits we've lost. It starts to bring a lot of that back. So what did we not get? What have we not gotten back from GW yet? Well, we don't get... we still got the slinged last gun that comes into Command Squad, but we don't have like the last gun packs, the charge packs. We don't get the backpacks, which were one of my favorites, so those didn't come back yet. And no demo charges yet. However, as of this recording this weekend, I think there might even be a preview that has to do with the backpack with demo charges on it again. So realize that wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, this video could come out before a new kit comes out that has these bits in it. But as of right now, that's what we're missing. We're missing mostly the fluff stuff, right? some extra fluff stuff that's not necessary for the mechanics of the game. And GW has been pretty good about trimming down their kits to have the critical bits in there that you need, weapon options and so forth. And then, but it addresses one of the key pieces of the model, like faces, right? You've heard the term faces and bases. Well, we get lots of faces now, more than double what we had before. So this is really amazing for crafting your army the way you want to. And so I think we've come out on top. I know it's a price increase and folks are upset about it. Folks were also looking to hopefully get brand new sculpts. And, we could talk about the new Gaunt's Ghost models. These are scaled up compared to the existing Ashmore Terran range. So if that's what GW had done with the Cadians rather than this upgrade sprue, honestly, the models would look kind of silly next to our existing Cadian models. It'd pressure a lot of us, especially those of us who have 100, 200, 300 infantry models. That I don't think would have been as good of an option for us veteran players. Now, there's also the Space Marine argument, right? This is why we have Primary Space Marines and so forth. And at least they were able to semi-justify that with lore. And I got to say, the new sculpts do look amazing, and I think it's overall positive for the game. And there's lots of people out there who still play with old school Space Marine armies, right? But it's not like Arcadians are getting super juiced and are growing in size or anything. So it looks a little odd. And, okay, the argument can also be made. We've gotten the characters recently that are also upscaled, right? The major, the Cadian Colonel, the Cadian Colonel, he's a major in my army for the Cadians, but the Cadian Colonel, Sergeant Harker, Sergeant Ripper Jackson. Sorry, had to go back and look. Sergeant Ripper Jackson and so forth. Those are all upscaled. So they are bigger than our Cadian models. But this is great for a lot of us because now we're not outscaled. And I'm okay with our characters being a little bit bigger. I find it a little strange on the table. But it doesn't break my immersion because you do want your characters to be more important, more prominent. And I don't want to have to model everything with a giant staircase base or put them on top of a bomb or, although I'd love to model a few maybe driving their power sword into a Chaos Space Marine armor. That'd be cool. But, overall, I think it's okay for our characters to be a little bigger and our troops remain the size they are, to remain this kind of smaller heroic scale that we currently have. And these bits are going to really make that possible. And the detail is amazing. I'm really excited to be building and painting with these, and I'll be showing you all some. In fact, I plan to do a plasma tutorial, hopefully with this plasma gun even, to show you all how I do my plasma glow. And I'm also I'm excited to work on some other kits, like a Scout Sentinel, and use maybe one of these cool new heads on my Scout Sentinel model for the leader of my Scout Squad, for my Cadians and so forth. So this kit's really inspiring me. It's really awesome. And I think overall we've come out on top, and I think it's definitely a bonus for all of us. So I'm looking forward to working and painting with it. I hope you all enjoy it too. And don't forget about the other bits that are still available from the Command Squad or other kits. And for those of us who used to buy in the Forge World a bunch, I think this nearly fills the need that we had before. Okay, so that's all the comparison I wanted to do today. You guys have any comments or questions, please feel free to comment and subscribe and everything else that you do on social media to interact with me and everyone else. So I'd love to talk about this more. I know folks are really upset about the price and not getting all new sculpts, but I think it's still definitely a win. Maybe not 100% the win we wanted, but it's pretty good. And I think everybody benefits from this. So, especially newer players, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to get all the special weapon options you needed for your army. All right, guys, that's it for today.